Now let's talk about the thermal stratification in the lakes. Stratification means we are dividing the areas into different zones or different levels. So when we talk about thermal stratification, we are referring to division of different zones, different levels on the basis of the temperature. So on this basis, the thermal stratification occurs in deep water body because of difference in the temperature of the water at different depth. So different depths, if we are considering, then the temperature difference is there. So that is why thermal stratification is done. Thermal stratification is the phenomena in which the lakes develop two discrete layers of water, different temperatures, warm on the top and cold below. So on the top it is warm and below it is cold. Mainly three layers or zones occur in water. What are those? Epiliminal, that is the topmost layer, which is the hottest one or which gains the maximum of the warmth. The second one is metalimnion, that is the middle region, which is having a steady decline in the temperature, not much, but a gradual change is there, a gradual decline is there. And then it's the hypoliminal, that is the bottommost and which is having the least temperature. And we can say that this least temperature, the bottommost area which is present, is not gradually impacted by the many changes which are occurring around. So this figure is telling you about the three regions, the three zones which are there in the lakes. Difference in temperature of water at different depths occur in thermal stratification in deep water bodies. So deep water bodies, this phenomena is followed. During summer, the temperature is higher on the surface and lower layer temperature is low. So obviously in summer the temperature increases, so we can feel a more change which is there. During winter in temperature lake, water is at freezing temperature on the surface, whereas lower temperature is about 4 degrees Celsius. So when it is the winter season which is prevailing, at that point of time, the topmost layer it is having a freezing temperature and below that it is around 4 degrees Celsius. The surface water is cooled during autumn and warmed in spring. So in autumn and spring it is normal temperature. This results in a free mixing of water in the whole water bodies, also known as autumn and spring turnover. So the whole mixing takes place, all the conditions are mixed matched, and then the autumn and spring turnover takes place. During spring and autumn, due to turnover of water, oxygen and nutrients are redistributed. Since the water is mixed matched so that the temperature variation is not much, so with that the oxygen distribution and the nutrient distribution is again going to take place, resulting in the boom of phytoplankton growth. So when nutrients are there, when oxygen is there, so obviously new organisms have to develop. What are those new organisms? They are the phytoplanktons. While during winter and summer, growth of phytoplankton is low because obviously low level of nutrients are there, low oxygen level is there because there is no mix match. So the growth is quite less in summers and in winters.